Hi students, in the we completed first lesson in the last session. Okay. After the session, you have this ICT also. There, what you can see the. Let me show you first. You have to go here. Okay. Browse this link. You can find the solutions to the practice problems. Okay. Right. Anyway, if you have any question or doubt or any problem, okay, you can still ask me in comment section. Okay, I will reply you. No problem. Uh, Whatever the problems I I answer here. Okay. Uh, Except that remaining problems you can always ask in the comment section. Why? Because it will take long time to solve all the problems during the lecture hours, right? Okay, fine. So what are the learning objectives here? To recall the concepts of perimeter and area of square, rectangle, right angle triangle, and combined shapes. Sorry. To understand and find the area and the perimeter of parallelogram, rhombus, and trapezium. Okay. So the second part is really important. Okay. Let's have a quick recap. In ancient days, people used standardized measures such as cubit, king's foot, king's arm, and yard. Later, people realized the need for standardized units and international system of units, which were introduced in the year 1971. Okay, so the international system of the units is for distance is it is meter, weight gram times second. Okay, there are different measurements actually, but what we follow is generally SI units. Okay, SI units of various measures are shown in the table. These are the SI units. Okay, in class 6 we studied about area and perimeter of rectangle, square, and right angle triangle, right? Perimeter is the distance around, right, and area is the region occupied by the closed shape. These two things we already know. Find the missing values for the following. Okay, 12 meters length, 8 meters breadth. Then what is the area? Length into breadth, that is 96 meters. Okay, perimeter of the rectangle, add these two, 20 into 2, 40. Okay, 40 meter. Okay, units are very important here. Okay, must always look for these units. Okay, otherwise you may go wrong. Okay, what is the unit of area? Square meter. Here in this example particularly. Why? Because everything is given in meters, right? So it becomes square meter. Perimeter, what I told what I told earlier, 20 plus 2, right? 40 meters, right? Perimeter is the distance around 2 times length, 2 times breadth, right? That is what a rectangle has, right? Let me take a rectangle. Oh, sorry. Let me take a rectangle and show you. This is the rectangle. See, from here to here length, from here to here breadth. Okay. I am starting from here, one length, one breadth, and I am traversing length once again, right? So 2 times length and breadth also once again to reach this point. So 2 times breadth, 2 times length plus 2 times breadth is the perimeter of the square. Okay, this is what perimeter is, right? Let me delete this. If area is 90, breadth will be 90 by 15. How much it will be? 6. 6 only. 6 unit is not meter. In this case, it is cm. Since everything is in cm, right? Centimeter. Perimeter 21 into 2, 42 cm. Okay. From now onwards, I will not be solving each and every problem. Why? Because it will consume quite lot of time. Okay. So one or two for any given set, I will solve only given set of problems. I will solve only one or two. Okay, and if you find any difficulty, you can always post in the comments. Okay, those things I will cover again. Perimeter of the square, 4 into a units. Right, for a square, all sides are equal. Okay, length and breadth are same. 2 into L plus B is for rectangle. For a square, it will be length and breadth both are equal. So 2 into L square, where length L is length, and length is nothing but A. A is side of the square. Okay, 4 times A. What about area of square? Length into breadth again. Okay, length is A, breadth is also A. Both are same. So A square units. Okay, A square. A is the side of the square. Now side is 60. What is the area then? 3600. Right. Square cm. Okay. You can also write it as cm square. That is your wish. What about perimeter? 240. 240 cm. 4 times the area. 4 times the side. Okay. Other things you can solve by yourself. Okay. Simple algebra. Area of the right angle triangle is of base into height. Okay, 13 is base, 5 is height, so 13 into 5 is how much? 65. 65 by 2. Right, 32.5. Right, 32.5 square meter. Okay, by square meter we are multiplying both, right? Meter into meter, it becomes meter square or square meter. Okay, here base is given, height you need to calculate using the same formula. Okay, there is no difficulty here. Let's move on to the introduction part. We have studied the area of four sided shapes such as square and rectangle. Do you think that all the four sided shapes will happen to be square or rectangle? Think. May not be, right? It may not be. We have already seen the parallelogram also. Okay. A rhombus also. Let us learn about some more four sided shapes that we see around us through the conversation that follows. Observe the shapes found in the figure. Hmm. Teacher is saying something. என்ன பேசுவாரு? Can you tell me the name of the shapes that you see in the figure? What student is saying? Yes, teacher, there is a triangle, square, and rectangle. Oh, okay, this is a rectangle, and this one is looking like a square. Okay, where he saw triangle, here he saw a triangle. Okay, and there are many other shapes also. Okay, he didn't notice so far. Then what teacher is saying? What is the shape numbered 4 in the figure? The shape number 4 you can see here. Okay, now what student is saying? The shapes look like a rectangle because the opposite sides are equal and parallel, but the adjacent sides do not make right angle. Can we call such shapes as rectangles? What he told is quite correct. Opposite parallel, sorry, opposite sides are equal. Okay, these two are equal. These two are equal for this 4. Okay, figure in number 4. Okay, but the angle between the adjacent sides is not 90. Okay, that is 90 in case of rectangle, right? Then what teacher is saying? Even though the opposite sides are equal and parallel, the adjacent sides do not make right angles. Instead, they make acute and obtuse angles. This shape has a special name called parallelogram. Okay, what gram? Parallelogram. Okay, then what student is saying? Teacher, can you tell me about shape number 5? See, shape number 5 is quite different, right? Appearing that all sides are equal. Okay, right. Then what teacher is saying? Try to tell the properties that you know. Then I will help you. Then what student is saying? Shape 5 has all the sides equal and looks like a square, but the edges and sides do not make right angles. Is there any special name for such shapes? That is the important point here. When the adjacent shapes, adjacent sides make right angle, then then it will be nothing but square because all sides are equal. See shape number 5, that is what we are talking about, right? Then what teacher is saying? Yes, it has a special name called rhombus. What about the shape number 6? Let me show you shape number 6. It's quite awkward, right? Quite different, right? How many sides it has? It has 4 sides. One, 2, 3, 4. Seems none of the sides are equal, right? Okay, let us see what the student has to say. Shape 6 does not have any of the properties of square and rectangle, but one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Does this also have a different name? Okay, he noticed an important point. One set they are parallel, right? These two are parallel, right? None of them has equal sides, right? Mm-hmm. Where we left? Where we left? Yes. Okay. But pair of opposite sides are, but one pair are parallel and does not have any properties similar to square and rectangle. Then what teacher is saying? Yes, it is called trapezium. Okay. Now let us learn about all the three new shapes, namely parallelogram, rhombus, and trapezium. Okay, they are not as straightforward as rectangle and square. Okay, they are pretty forward, and pretty simple to understand. Right. Let us look at the parallelogram first. Okay, four students came with a rope to form a rectangle ABCD as shown in figure. This is the rectangle formed by rope. Okay, students standing at C and D, these two corners. Okay, they moved two four equal steps to their left with students C and D, to their left or to their right, to their right, maybe their left. If you look from here, okay, from your point of view it is right, from their point of view it is left. Okay, whatever it may be, to this side, fine, to avoid the confusion. To form the shape as shown in figure 2.22, that means this. Now the shape formed is called parallelogram. Okay, the pair of sides ABCD parallel to each other and are equal, and the pairs BC and AD are parallel to each other and are equal. The length of parallel sides, okay. Hence, we can conclude that parallelogram is a four-sided closed shape in which opposite sides are both parallel and equal. Right. See the wall tiles. They are appearing like parallelogram. This sweet Mysore Pak, right? This is also appearing like a parallelogram, right? Parallelogram or rectangle? It depends because the picture is not that much clear from this angle, right? Okay, this is appearing like trapezium, right? Area and perimeter of the parallelogram. Okay, draw a parallelogram on a graph sheet as shown in figure. Okay, and cut it. No, no, no. Yes, cut it. Draw a perpendicular from one vertex to the opposite side, like this. Okay, cut the triangle and shift the triangle to the other side. Oh, this is what he is telling about. Cut this triangle and shift this one to here. Okay, then it becomes a rectangle, right? It becomes a rectangle. Hence the area of the parallelogram is same as that of the rectangle. So length into breadth only. Okay. So simply we arrived at the conclusion without using any complex mathematics. Okay. Further, the perimeter of the parallelogram is sum of the lengths of the four sides. That is like a rectangle only 2 into L plus B, where L is length, B is breadth. Explain the area of the parallelogram as sum of the areas of the two triangles. Explain the area of the parallelogram as sum of the areas of the two triangles. Now, if I read once again, will it change? No, it will remain same. So, area of the parallelogram is sum of areas of two triangles. Mm-hmm. That can be done if you draw a line from here to here. Okay, then it forms two triangles, right? Find the area of one triangle and double it, you will get the area of the uh, parallelogram. Okay, a rectangle is parallelogram, but parallelogram is not a rectangle. Why? A rectangle is a parallelogram. Yeah, if you cut this triangle and place it here, it becomes a rectangle, right? But rectangle is a parallelogram, but a parallelogram is not a rectangle. Didn't understand the question, right? Count the squares and find the area of the following parallelograms by converting those into rectangles of the same area without changing the base and height. See, this much part only it is occupying, right? Cut this one and paste it here. Okay. Now you can start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2s are 12. So A is 12 square units. Okay. I'm not sure whether you understood it or not. Let me do it again for B also. Okay, this time I'm cutting this triangle. Okay, and I'm pasting this triangle. uh, I do I have shapes here? No, no, I shouldn't ask. Oh, somewhere I saw, right, a polygon. Can I use a polygon for that purpose? No, what I need is not a rectangle, not a bubble, not a line, not a arrow. I need a triangle. Polygon is there, star is there, rectangle is there, square is there, but there is no triangle available right now. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. This thing. Okay, let me. No, this pen is not enough. Oh no, filling is also quite difficult now. So this triangle I am talking about. Okay, this thing I am moving from here to here. Okay, is that fine? Then what happens is it is occupying the same area from here to here. Now that rectangle covers this much area, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6 columns. How many rows? 1 2 3, 3 rows. So what is the area? 6 into 3, 18 square units. Fine, you understood it now. Fine, now you do it for C and D. Fine, draw the heights for the given parallelograms and mark the measure of their bases and find the area. Draw the heights for the given parallelogram. Let me draw it, let me draw it, let me draw it for A. I am drawing it for A. Okay, I'll be doing only it for A. Okay, alone. This is length. Sorry, that is not quite straight. No, it is straight. Yes, it is straight. That is how one has to draw a line, a straight line. So this is height. Height is 2 units, right? Mark the measure of their bases. Draw the heights for the given parallel. Mark the measure of their bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is base. So base is 4 units, right? Okay. So what is the area? Base into height. 4 into 2, 8 only. 8 is the area. Okay. Because if I draw a line from here to here, diagonal line, diagonal. Okay. Then this is one triangle. That is the other triangle. Both are equal in area. Okay, then what happens is for a triangle area is half base into height. There are two triangles of equal area, so 2 times half into base into height. So base into height is the area of the parallelogram. Okay, so the area is nothing but 8 square units. Okay, yes, 4 into 2, 8. Similarly, you can find it for the other parallelograms. Find the area of the following parallelograms by measuring their base and height using formula. என்ன formula? Which formula? Which formula? Now only we found out some formula, right? We didn't write that formula here. That's why you didn't get it. Base into height is the area of the parallelogram. Fine. That also I need to write equal to area of the parallelogram. Fine. Fine. Now let me find the height of this parallelogram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units is the height. What about the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surprisingly, the base is also of 5 units. So what about area? See the formula, base into height. 5 into 5 is 25. No, not there, not there. Here, 25. 25 what? Square units. Okay, you got it? You got the concept? Right, you have to do it for B, C, D and E. Try as many parallelograms as possible in a grid sheet with area of 20 square units each. Okay, that you have to do anyway. Find the area and perimeter of the parallelogram given in the figure. Okay, let me tell the area quickly. 15 into 4, how much? 60. 60 square cm is the area of the parallelogram. What about perimeter? 15 plus 5 is how much? 20. 20 into 2 is how much? 40. So that is the perimeter of the parallelogram. Second also I can tell it quite quickly. No? Yes. The height is given there in the second. Here height is not given. Okay. So how to find the area when the height is not given? That is where the problem lies, right? Okay, no problem. Let me see. Oh, this is given. This is 16 cm. Okay. Now base into height. Oh. See the projection of height on the base. Okay. Here this is height on this base. Okay. So it takes 16 into 9. 16 into 9 is the area of the parallelogram. That's it. Okay. This triangle you have to take. Yeah, right. You have to take this diagonal. ACB is one triangle, ACD is one another triangle. Okay, that is how you have to solve it. Okay. Second is very simple example. Third one is whose area and base are given. Find the height. So that also very simple. Parallelogram has edge and sides. The distance between its shorter sides is 8 cm. Find the distance between its longer side. 9 cm, 9 cm, 12 cm, 12 cm. Then distance between longer side is height. Okay, this is also quite simple example. The base of the parallelogram is thrice its height. If the area is 192 square cm, find the base and height. This is also quite simple. Okay. Most of the bridges are constructed using parallelogram as the structural design. Engineers use properties of parallelogram to build and repair bridges. Find the area and perimeter of the parallelograms. Height area 33 square cm square. What about area? 30 cm. Okay. For this example, that 70 cm square is the area, 40 cm is the perimeter. Now you can do this one. Suresh won a parallelogram shaped trophy in state level chess tournament. He knows that the area of the trophy is this and its base is this. Okay, you can easily solve these questions. The perimeter of the parallelogram, whose edges and sides. Nothing much. What happens to the parallelogram? The base is increased 2 times and the height is halved. Base increased 2 times, height is halved. It remains the same. Okay. Now let us look at the rhombus. Okay. Uh, Now the video became quite lengthy, right? Let's stop it here and let's postpone rhombus part to the next video.